Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is David Wicks. I'm Vice President of the NASDAQ OMX Group, and it's truly my great pleasure to welcome the League of Women Voters of New York, along with Sally Robinson, President of the League of New York State, and DoSomething.org, and Chief Marketing Officer Naomi Hirabayashi. Let me also extend a warm welcome to one of the co-presidents of the League of Women Voters of the City of New York, Mary Jenkins, and all our distinguished guests who are taking video. Welcome. Where are you from? Oh, so you won't be voting. You're right. One day. Well, we're excited that you could all join us right here from the crossroads of the world in Times Square, New York, as we get set to kick off today's trading on this very important day for our nation, Election Day. Sally, Naomi, Mary, our distinguished guests from China, what do you all think? How about a round of applause and let's kick things off. The League of Women Voters is a nonpartisan citizens organization that has worked since 1920 to improve our government and engage all citizens in the decisions that impact their lives. Formed from the movement that secured the right to vote for women, the centerpiece of the League's efforts remain to expand participation and give a voice to all Americans. They do this at all three levels of government, engaging in both broad educational efforts as well as advocacy, and the League issues are grounded in their respected history of making democracy work for all citizens. DoSomething.org is one of the largest organizations, and I see people going like that. They're very energetic at DoSomething.org. One of the largest organizations in the US for young people and social change. DoSomething.org harnesses the awesome energy, and you can feel it in the room, of young people and unleashes it on causes they care about. And almost every week, DoSomething.org launches a new national campaign. The call to action is always something that has a real impact, and it doesn't require money, doesn't require an adult, and it doesn't require a car. This election season, DoSomething.org and Virgin Mobile joined forces to get young people registered and pre-registered to vote. Last week, they launched the V-Spot campaign, allowing young voters to easily find their local voting location via text messaging. NASDAQ is proud to recognize the accomplishments and achievements of these two remarkable organizations, and we're delighted to provide the platform this morning to help build really the awareness of the work of the League of Women Voters of New York and DoSomething.org. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Sally Robinson and Naomi Hirabayashi. Please join me.
On behalf of the League of Women Voters of New York State, I want to thank NASDAQ for inviting us here on this very important day for our country. On Election Day, every eligible voter has the opportunity both to vote as an individual and to collectively help determine the future of our nation. We vote to have an impact on what matters most to us: education, healthcare, the economy, the welfare of our children and our parents, and the environment. The more of us who participate, the more our democracy will actually reflect the community we live in. This year, I am more aware than ever of how treasured this right is. In addition to the tragic loss of life in our area from Hurricane Sandy, many have spent the last week dealing with the loss of homes, property, and electricity. Yet the League has had many calls asking how they can still vote. It is remarkable how people who have lost so much are so concerned that they be able to exercise their right to vote. Please reach out to neighbors and friends and make sure they vote and have the information they need to do so. Through the League's website, vote411.org, voters can learn where the candidates stand on issues and find answers on how to navigate Election Day, including where to vote. Now is the time for all of us to weigh in in and stand up for the issues that matter most to us as voters. If you haven't already voted, make sure you do so and encourage others. Join with the League in making democracy work.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Naomi, and I'm from DoSomething.org. And as David said, we are one of the largest organizations for young people and social change in America. And that mission has never been more important than this election year. Young voters are 44 million strong in America, and a lot of times they have trouble understanding how politics is really their game, and it doesn't always feel relatable to them. And so we really knew that this election year we needed to do something for these young voters that made it easier and more accessible to vote. And so this fall, we teamed up with Virgin Mobile to launch our Vote Up or Shut Up campaign that gets young voters pre-registered and registered to vote. And it also highlighted young politicians 25 and under in their communities to make the world of politics more accessible to them. And in launching this campaign, we also did a lot of research around what actually was the barrier for young people to get out to the polls. And we found a staggering statistic that in 2008, 1.9 million people didn't vote simply because they couldn't find their voting location. That's a lot. And so what we decided is we would make it really, really easy for young voters and voters across America to actually find their local voting spot. And so we launched a concept called V-Spot, where users can text V-Spot to 38383 to find their local polling station to make sure that today they actually get to the polls. And that same statistic doesn't happen again this year. And so we are so, so proud to be here with NASDAQ and the League of Women Voters and our partner Virgin Mobile to launch and really to celebrate the power of young people for this election year. So you can go to www.dosomething.org/vote, or again, text VSpot to 38383 to find more. And this is just a memorable day for us, and we are so just excited and empowered by the opportunity for the young voters this election year. So thank you so much.
So Naomi and Sally, congratulations on all your work. This is obviously an important day for the nation. We'll be watching tonight the election results. Hopefully we'll get them back sometime this year. That was a joke.
That was funny, David.
But to commemorate today's opening bell, I'd like to present you both with the NASDAQ opening bell crystal.
Thank you. Thank you so much.